Yes, respected friends, welcome for this evening session of studying the Shastras on Narayana, which we have understood to be the best occupation at every period of life, especially when we have done with many of the things of our life. Now, what's left for is to know the divine. The only way is study, contemplate, rise above the gross subtle, see the truth. And what keeps us informed, empowered, inspired on the path, not allowing us to fall, trapped to the inner mind, outer Maya, is only our reminder through our study of the Shastra, which we have taken up. Although it is tough, it is not easy to be regular, that is more. Especially if we have lot of extroverted vasanas, if we have lot of the external contacts, attachments, even noble ideas. I want to do this, serve this, that. With all those things, for one to become studious about Shastras is a toughest struggle. What we can pray to God is, may the Lord take away all our other unwanted interests, conserve our time and mind, may we focus only through study of the Shastra on the truth on Paramatma, and maybe fulfill our life in this way and become instruments fit in the hands of the Lord. Today too, let's have, as we have had already in the morning, beautiful Satsanga and Aitareya Upanishad, Yoga Darshana Vyasa, the Avidya. Tomorrow we'll see how this Avidya is removed and all. Then we have seen in Mundaka Upanishad, the Vedanta Vijnana, Gata Kalaha Shlokas. Just four more are there to conclude the Upanishad. Gita 12th chapter, the third level of devotion. In the first class, Aitareya, we saw how from the Lord, the Virat Purusha, the Devatas came when they asked for the Ayatanam, how Paramatma has brought them and gave Gamanayat, Ashwamanayat. They said Noyamalamiti. When the Purusha is brought, they said Sukrutam Bata. That beautiful topic we are going to continue tomorrow. And now in our next two classes, first Bhagavatam, we have left with 8 or 7 slokas. Mm, to see the Shruti Mata doing Stuti Parabrahma. In that Parabrahma Swarupa Lakshana, Prapti Paddhati, Dhyana Sadhana, all things are mentioned. In that you can see the yoga, you can see the bhakti, you can see the vicharana, all types of Vedantic vicharanas. Same is in our Adhyatma Ramayana also. Bhagavan Rama today starts teaching Tattvamasi Mahavakya Upadesh. Good that we are listening all of them. Maybe remember to all these things. Maybe rise above all petty things of the world, because the whole world itself is petty, and attend fully only with all our maturity, dignity as a human being and as a seeker, only on the truth through this remembered knowledge which is heard by us. Om. 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 Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha. निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्य किल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुभब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुनेः शौनकादृशेभ्यो वैशम्पायनादृशेभ्यो अत्र्यादृशेभ्यो मत्स्यादि अवतारेभ्यो प्रह्लादादि भक्तजनेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादि गुरुभ्यो आदि पराशक्ति मात्रे माता पितृ देवताभ्यो आद्य शंकराचार्यादि गुरुभ्यो अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोदसिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरूणां देवतानां दर्शन अनुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्यपरम्परायाः भगवद्भागवतपरम्परायाः योगानां वेदानां साधनानां पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति विश्व कल्याण विश्व एकता विश्व पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निष्ठित अस्माकं सहित समस्त धर्म संस्थापक भक्त सेवक साधक शिष्याणां प्रजानां च पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजयादि समस्त सत्संपदा साधना सानुकूल्यता शक्तीनां प्राप्ति बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन दिव्य कार्ये नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र अंतर्गत दशम स्कंदस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशम स्कंदः निरोधस्यानुशयनम् आत्मनः सह शक्तिभिः उत्तरार्धः सप्ताशीतितमोऽध्यायः। श्री शुक उवाच श्री भगवानुवाच श्री सनंदन उवाच श्रुतय ऊचुः। Friends, we have seen yesterday 34. Let us do from the 34 onwards the Parayanam. Let us see how many we can study today. Narayana. Om Shri श्रुतय ऊचुः 34 स्वजनसुतात्मदारधनधामधरासुरथैः त्वयि सति किं नृणां श्रयत आत्मनि सर्वरसे इति सदजानतां मिथुनतो रतये च रतां सुखयति को नु इह स्वविहिते विहते स्वनिरस्तभगे भुवि पुरुपुण्यतीर्थसदनान् ऋषयो विमदाः त उत भवत्पदाम्बुजहृदोघभिदङ्घ्रिजलाः ददति सकृन्मनस्त्वय्य आत्मनि नित्यसुखे न पुनरुभासते पुरुषसारहरावसथान् सतैदमुत्थितं सदिति चेत् ननु तर्कहतं व्यभिचरति क्वच मृषान् ततो भययुक् व्यवहृतये विकल्प ईशितोऽन्धपरम्परया भ्रमयति भारतीत उरुवृत्तिभिः रुक्थजडान् न यदिदमग्र आसन भविष्यदतो निधनात् अनुमितमन्तरा त्वयि विभाति मृषैकरसे अत उपमीयते द्रविणजातिविकल्पपथैः विततमनोविलासमृतमित्यवयन्त्यबुधाः स यदजयात्वजाम् अनुशयित गुणांश्च जुषन् भजति सरूपतां तदनु मृत्युमपेत भगः त्वमुत जहासितामहिरिव त्वचमात्त भगः महसि महीयसेष्ट गुणिते परिमेय भगः यदि न समुद्धरन्ति यतयो हृदि कामजटाः दुरधिगमो सतां हृदि गतो अस्मृतकण्ठमणिः असुतृपयोगिनाम् उभयतोऽप्यसुखं भगवन् अनवगतान्तकादनधिरूढ पदात् भवतः तदवगमीन वेत्ति भवदुत्थशुभाशुभयोः गुणविगुणान्वयान् तर्हि देहभृतां च गिरः अनुयुगमन्वहं सगुणगीत परम्परया श्रवणभृतो यतस्त्वमपवर्गगतिर्मनुजैः द्युपतय एव तेन ययुरन्तमनन्ततया त्वमपि त्वमस्मि यदन्तराण्डनिचयाननुसावरणाः कैवरजांसि वान्ति वयसा सह यच्छ्रुतयः त्वयि फलन्त्यतन्निरसनेन भवन्निधनाः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीभागवत शरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरु शरणं मम श्रीसूत शरणं मम श्रीशुकदेव शरणं मम श्रीव्यास शरणं मम श्रीनारद शरणं मम श्रीकुमार शरणं मम श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम श्रीपरब्रह्म शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव 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 ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मा मुञ्चत कर्हिचित् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः अथ सप्ताशीतितमोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच श्रीसनन्दन उवाच श्रुतय ऊचुः ब्यूटिफुल portion for an interested person just to contemplate on these shlokas. Through that, be in touch with the truth in intellectual understanding. Further, in trying to touch that truth, when one gives up all the grosser, subtler, goes deep in meditation, that bliss of being infinite, being one without second, being that pure conscious existence, being in that blissful mode, nothing like it. But then to come to that level, doing sadhana is not difficult. But the earlier sadhana of getting out of this lower world of attractions, attachments, obligations, egos, likes and dislikes, vasanas, ये जो झमेला है ना झंझट, that is difficult. Like every day, sitting in the class and listening is not difficult, but coming to the class and getting out of that bed and finishing all the works to be done, answering everybody who questions, then looking at cell phone, the statuses, the messages, all that झमेला को छोड़कर ना आके बैठने में मुश्किल है. बैठने के बाद दरवाजा सब बंद करके वी आर इन भागवत कथा. So to puja karo, meditation karo, anywhere, those entering into that only is difficulty. Once we enter into that groove, then the Lord, the Guru Parampara, all of them are there for us to protect us. So we are reveling in these shlokas last a week or so. Beautiful each one of them. If you look into the 34th we have seen mm, very very interesting point. It is ki त्वयि श्रयतः नृणां किम् त्वयि श्रयतः त्वयि सर्वरसे श्रयतः त्वयि सर्वरसे आत्मनि श्रयतः नृणां सति किम्. For the devotees who have started reveling in their devotion to you, what do they have? Any value, meaning, taste found in indulging in all the above things, which we have seen yesterday in this shloka. But one point which we have to repeat is what? The rasa which is there in bhakti and paramatma is a million times more than the small tickling rasas we get from any of the indulgence of the world. Somehow if we get faith in it, and try for that sadhana and siddhi and really get the taste of it, we ourselves will come to know how beautiful it is. But in the beginning, to give up this very powerful pulse and pushes, the faith that in the Paramatma, the Ananda Prapti is million times more than anything else. That faith somehow it has to come to us. How do we get that faith? Not by seeing the worldly people who are indulging in a bhoga and saying ha ho. They have never tasted the spiritual truth. How can they become our example? They become only misguiding examples. See the rishis, see the munis, see the Maha yogis, Siddha Purushas, the Maha Bhaktas. In what a joy revelation they are in. Earlier they have gone through the worldly bhoga also. Now they have the yoga ananda. They can be the points of attention example for us. Looking at them, we can get that faith. Then we can seek it. So, Svajana me, Sutta me, Atma is body, Dara, the spouse, Dhana, the wealth and the things purchased with it, Dhama, variety of the accommodations we have, Dhara, having lots of plants, plots or houses, etc., lands, Asuhu, Asu means enjoying the objects, Rathaihi, in variety of the vehicles or whatever mobile. In all these things, to a bhakta, there is no rasa. To a jnani, there is no rasa. The one who is reveling in the Atma rasa, उनको इन सब में फीकापन चलता है, लगता है. Because for all they are jada. They all are giving only not original happiness. They don't have the Ananda of Atma only reflected through them. So, Svajana Sutatma Dhara Dhana Dama Dhara Suratai Nrunam Sarvarase Atmani Tvai Shrayataha Nrunam Kim. For the human beings who have got taste of devotion, all these are meaningless. Iti Sat. This is the truth. Ajanatam. Those who are not convinced about it, as we told you just now, by taking the example of the rishis, munis of the past, or of present, or of all shastras. For such people, mithunataha rataye charata. Very important thought. Those who are for the sake of rati means sukha, charata means indulging in, mithunataha in the couple of bhokta and bhogya. For them, sukhayati konu iha. Who is the one in this world? Whether any object or situation or the people, give the sukha everlasting. Sukhayati kono iha svavihate, because all these things they themselves are perishable. Swa nirasta bhage, all the bhaga, the beauty seeing which we are getting attracted toward them, all of them are perishable, changeable. कोई भी चीज एक समय से ज्यादा हमको टेस्टी नहीं लगता, फीका हो जाता है, because it has no rasa of its own. That is why we run from object to object every moment, thing to thing, person to person, situation to situation, because nirasta bhagaha, उसमें कोई भग नहीं है. भग means beauty, the expected charm. How can the jada give that ananda? How can that nirantara modifying perishable thing can give ananda? थोड़ा ठंडे दिमाग से सोचने से how we are, because of not thinking, falling trapped in our inner revolution and outer superficial attractions. This most important truth reveals to us we are the most lucky one. If this is understood, that we are deluded inside, we are confused outside. ये बात अगर पता चल गया, these two words remember, swavihate nirasta bhage, swanirasta bhage, the one which has none of its own beauty and which is not permanent, going to perish in those things. Which are those things going to give sukha to this person who through mithuna want to have rati, therefore he is doing the charanam of the objects of the world. These all are because of ajanatam, the avidya, adarshanam, योगा भाषा में इति सत, द ऊपर जो बताया वो सत है. द ब्लिस इज देयर ओनली इन द सेल्फ. This is the beauty of this sloka 34. Now, 35 we are talking about. 34 में भगवत भक्ति में रसास्वादन. 35 we are seeing the mahima of the guru in our life. Requirement of the guru, sharanagati to guru. Very, very essential. Yesterday we touched a little bit. Further we see bhuvi, on the earth, puru punya tirtha sadanani rushayaha vivadaha. The rishis who have discovered their oneness with the Lord and therefore universe, therefore freed from any arrogance or ego or special individuality called as mother. सर्वव्यापक परमात्मा का अनुभव पाने के कारण अपना एक विशेष व्यक्तित्व मदर वाला अहंकार वाला नहीं रखने वाले these rishi, all the rishis in this universe are on the bhumi are puru punya tirtha sadanani. They are the abodes of tirtha kshetra for all of us, where when we go, they through their upadesha, through their anugraha, through their sharing of their tapashakti with us, they make us cross. Only one thing to be crossed, the misunderstandings. By giving us the correct vision, they make us transcend the wrong vision regarding entire life. Once that vision changes from negative to positive, wrong to the right, whole samsara is changed into sadhana and siddhi. That power they have. All these amadani vimadaha rushayaha punyatirtha sadanani. So let this thought get fixed in our heart. All our gurus, rishi munis are tirtha kshetra samana. So from now onwards, stop going to all pilgrimages. Go to Sant Mahatma and get knowledge from them of Tattva. Stay in that place and do 1 week, 10 days of exclusive sadhana, giving up everything. No need of standing in line for hours together for darshana. All of them are over. We have all done them. A result of all of that, the blessing of the Lord only, the availability of Guru outside, the interest and time inside for us to study Shastra and to know the truth in our direct experience. गुरु के वहां से सारे पुण्य क्षेत्र तीर्थ क्षेत्रों का फल सब कुछ होता है. लिखा है, श्रुति माता herself is saying this. पुण्य तीर्थ सदनानि ऋषयः विमदाः ऋषयः. Okay. Now, te uta bhavat padambuja hridaha. They are indeed the ones who have in their hridaya your pada padma. Therefore, Guru with all his grace is available when we go to Guru Rishi. So to Bhagavan is available because in their heart always Bhagavan is there. Bhagavan's charana is there. Because of this, that their devotion to you, your blessings to them, their own jnanam, their own tapasya, agavid angri jalaha. They are the ones whose feet when washed and the water is taken, that is the remover of all. अघ को भेद करने वाला जिस गुरुओं के चरण का जल होता है, अघ का भेदन करने वाला अंग्री जल जिनका है, ऐसे ऋषि लोग. Okay, then they and by their teaching we, even as a sadhakas, dadati sakut manah tvai atmani nitya sukhe. Even once they fully engross in deep meditation, their mind in you who are the self, who are the nitya sukha. Such people na punah upasate. Again they won't cherish or get taste or go and serve. What? Purusha sarahara avasathan. All those earlier indulging amodes of गृहस्थ आश्रम में रहने वाले या आश्रम कुछ भी हो, जो पुरुष सार को हरण करने वाले भोग आसक्तियों से भरे हुए places ko, such people again won't go at all. No, very, each of these shloka, though we are going through very fast, each was of us at has a homework में ना इन श्लोकों का एक श्लोक का therefore what is outcome in our understanding should be थोड़ा उसका homework करना चाहिए. So न पुनः उपासते पुरुष सारहर अवसतान, पुरुष के सार को हरण करने वाला आवसथा means accommodations न पुनः भजते. They can be anything. So the Purusha Sara ko haran karne wala, basically these two Purusharthas, Artha Kama. Dharma, though helpful in maintaining the life and its balance, when it comes to the Parama Purushartha Prapti of Moksha, even this third Purushartha Dharma also has to be shifted. What is your Dharma now? Only Moksha Purushartha. What is your Artha? In earning Moksha Purushartha. What is your Kama? In enjoying Moksha Purushartha. वो जिन्होंने धर्मार्थ काम तीनों पुरुषार्थों को मोक्ष में ही पाया, दिस व्हाट इज आवर अंडरस्टैंडिंग इन ऑल दिस. पुरुष सार हरण करने वाले हैं. पुरुष सार हरण मीन्स पुरुषार्थ करने वाला सामर्थ्य हमारा इन तीनों में ऐसे हरण हो जाते हैं कि सामर्थ्य खत्म हो गया और चरम पुरुषार्थ से हम वंचित भी हो गए. इट इज लाइक दोज हु आर इन द tamoguna born, that still because of reservations and all they get good jobs and they earn a lot of money, government pocket में देती है, but then they have all negative habits of drinks and all of that. By the end the salary comes within a week's time only, all the money they spend in drinks. Don't you see all these class or labor class people in the world, even big government officers who are not in the Sattva Guna, who are in Tamoguna, indulgent to all this bhoga, the money earned by them, they just waste in that only. In the same way, धर्म अर्थ काम के लिए हमारे पुरुषार्थ सामर्थ्य जो हम यूज करते हैं ना, वो जीरो होकर वेस्ट होता है. न धर्मार्थ काम कोई शाश्वत सुख देने वाले होते हैं, उसमें इंडल्ज कर करके इतना निर्वीर्य निश्चेष्ट हो जाते हैं कि तो मोक्ष पुरुषार्थ की तरफ देखने का भी हिम्मत नहीं होता. दैट इज वाई दिस आवसथान, ये जो पूरा फंसा हुआ गृहस्थ आश्रम इत्यादि पुरुष सार हर करने वाले कहते हैं उनको. एनी सच इंटेलिजेंस उसके तरफ जाएगा नहीं बंधा. द वन हैज टेस्टेड दैट भक्ति विथ यू बाय पुटिंग हिज माइंड डीपली एंग्रॉस्ड वंस. पूरा एक बार दिल को हृदय को भगवान में ध्यान में लगाकर उस सुख का उस शांति का जो अनुभव करता है ना, उनको इसमें टेस्ट नहीं रहेगा. दधति सकृत मनः त्वयि ये यह आत्मनि नित्य सुखे. इन द नित्य सुख आत्मस्वरूप परमात्मा में the one who puts the mind once and he tastes that. एक बार हो ज्ञान समाधि का हो, भक्ति समाधि का हो, योग समाधि का हो, एक बार मिल जाता है, then he will not go into the wasting, energy wasting, पुरुषार्थ सामर्थ्य wasting channels of worldly indulgence. So if you still have the taste for the world means परमात्मा का टेस्ट हमको ठीक तरह से नहीं मिला. That much bhagya, fortune we have not got, that much deep sadhana we have not yet done. We are very superficial in our approach. Deep in our heart, still we have interest in the world and worldliness. So we have discovered the disease now, discovered the problem, then solution from our side with the help of teacher, with the help of the Shastra, by praying to the God, we have to find. The solution is this is what Sakrut Manah Tvayi Atmani Nitya Sukhe Dadati Chet. एक बार मन को उस भगवत भक्ति में भरपूर रमण करने दो. Sakrut means not each one for a moment or so, maybe 5 years, 10 years, engrossed only exclusively in this sadhana. एक बार मतलब एक बार पूरा मन परमात्मा में रमना. एक बार परमात्मा में रमने के लिए you have to do lot of work for it. Like in the Asian Games, एक बार तीर लगाया इन द आर्चरी, बुल सही में लगा. But लगाया तो bullseye में एक बार मार के, but for that the earlier 5 years every day they are practicing. Then only on the very day of competition they could hit the bullseye. In the same way, 5 6 years to the exclusion of everything else, only in seeking Paramatma's Anubhuti through Bhakti and Jnana, totally exclusively when we involve. And truly we discover that meditational poise of transcending the mana or merging mana, either in bhakti at the charan of God or transcending mana in the apprehending of the true, pure, conscious, blissful self. एक बार वो मिल गया ना, then न स पुनरावर्तन्ते यन् गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते. Meaning of all those shlokas is this one, कि पुरुष सार हर आवसतो में, he will not come back again. Actually, you and I are of slowly into that level only entering. Because of our regularity, our sincere prayer to Guru God, their blessings, little taste here we are getting, then all the Purushasara we are withdrawing, deep samvasana samskaras are there, they will also go away. With the deeper experience of the self, deeply hidden, the worldly vasanas, they keep moving away. These are all informations we have to gather and keep with us and work accordingly. Seriously, genuinely, sincerely, as we sincerely, genuinely worked in the world when we were totally into the worldliness. वही सिंसियरिटी, वही मेहनत, वही श्रद्धा, वही प्रेम जो हम करते करते आए हैं दुनियादारी में. In maintaining the family, in maintaining ourselves, in maintaining our finances, in maintaining our social dignities, क्या क्या हमने दिमाग लगा के नहीं किया. We were intelligent, we were serious, sincere, wonderful we were. Same thing in spirituality. Karo till the mind finds its merger in Paramatma and gets that divine taste. Thereafter, all these Purushas are hara avasatha, useless they are. We don't go further. This is the beauty of this 9th shloka talking about the Guru Charana Bhakti Mahima. Now the 36th श्लोक 36. सतैदमुत्थितं सदिति चेन्ननुतर्कहतं व्यभिचरति क्वच क्वच मृषा न ततो भययुः व्यवहृतये विकल्पशितोन्धपरम्परया भ्रमयति भारतीत उर्वृत्तिभिरुक्तजडानु. Little subtler point here. What do you call it as? Our Mandukya Karikakara's level is being spoken here. The Srishti Rahita Vada or Ajata Vada, that type of Vedanta pure is being spoken here. What is said? Sataha idam uttitam sat iti chet. This idam rupi jagat has come from sat only. Therefore, it also is a sat. Chet. If you say nanu tarkahatam, when you use a deeper logic, it will be proved it not to be so. Why? Because lot of vyabhicharati kvacha kvacha mrusha na tato bhaya yuku. So satha idam uttitam sadichet nanu tarkahatam. Just because the world has come from Paramatma, with taking that as a means, let us not believe in the world to be the truth or reality and indulge in it and take it for granted and get lost in the world and miss the true Paramatma. Matlab, because we are coming toward the end of this great stotra by the Shruti Mata, some things ruthlessly she wants to say. At one place, she said, Sadbrahma karyam sakalam sadeva sanmatrametat natatonyadasti astiti yo vakti natasya mohaha vinirgato nidritavat prajalpaha. Such shlokas say that the whole world has come from Sad Brahma only. Therefore, it is a truth reality. But if this is not understood from the truth standpoint, if it is understood with the biased mind, which is biased towards the world, then this statement will make us take the world as real, which we are already doing. Then we indulge in it and we say that we are doing spirituality only because the whole world is nothing but Bhagavan. स्वामी सब कुछ भगवान है, तो चाय भी भगवान है, कॉफी भी भगवान है, दवा दारू भी भगवान है, इसलिए मैं भगवान का ही सेवन कर रहा हूँ, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज फ्रॉम भगवान. यू अंडरस्टैंड? दिस टाइप ऑफ नेगेटिविटी होएगा. Therefore, for the proof of the existence of Paramatma, that everything has come from Paramatma, that is said. That saying should not be misused to say that because everything has come from Paramatma, therefore it is as real as Paramatma, therefore we will not leave it, we will indulge in it only. In this crooked, wrong way of thinking, many people enter. स्पेशली जिनको ना गुरु कृपा नहीं है, पर्सनली वेदांत पढ़ते हैं थोड़ा सा, देन दे टेक एवरीथिंग एज ब्रह्मन जस्ट इन देयर ओन माइंड, without leaving anything, without doing any of the deep sadhana. They keep on indulging in the worldliness only. Very miserably pathetic they are, and they are never cared by any gurus because they have never surrendered to any guru. They are in their own hallucination of spirituality. Everything is Brahman, but you look at their stomach, इतना heavy. It means what? Whole अखंड मंडला आकारम पेट में दिख रहा है, मतलब he is eating like a buffalo still, thinking that food is Brahman, therefore I am eating Brahman only. TV is Brahman, therefore I am watching Brahman only. Every indulgence is Brahman. In that Brahma they are there. देखो जो बंदे ये वेदांत नहीं पढ़ते हैं, बट somebody is telling that देखो इसमें इस तरह इंडल्ज होगा तो भगवान गुस्सा करेंगे, they are safer people, the ignorant ones, because out of somebody's fear they at least refrain from bhoga and indulgence. But these so-called pseudo self-made spirituality learning people who say everything has come from Brahman, therefore everything is Brahman, they find that itself has excuse and justification for them to become indulgent. And they have all the knowledge gained, so that they used to justify and shut everybody's mouth. They say we are reveling in Brahman only. That is what is Shruti Mata is hinting us. Sataha idam uttitam. This all has come from Sad only. Sad iti chet. Therefore it should be Sat. If you say that nanu tarka hatam, it is not correct way to accept. Logically, it is not approved. Okay. So for example, from the father the son came, but father and son are not same. So too from the Sat, the rope, we just imagine to see the snake, but the snake is delusion there. So in this way, many examples are there to prove. And the Jagat has to be Asat only. If you say even it is a Mithya, sometimes Satu, sometimes Asatu, so that is also confusing. The purpose behind all this saying is what? Just value not the Jagat more than it used for, if at all any Vyavahara, if at all any sadhana. व्यावहारिक धर्म निर्वहन के लिए, आध्यात्मिक साधना के लिए जितना उस जगत को हमें देखना है, संपर्क करना है, स्पर्श करना है, उतना ही करना. मोर देन दैट, even don't even look at the world. Because the world by looks only, when you look at it, it enters into us and creates that poisonous desires and destroys. We have studied it. More dangerous than the poison of black cobra is the Vishayas, is the world. We saw Bhagavan saying to us in Vivek Chudamani. Doshena Tivro Vishayaha Krishna Sarpa Vishadapi, because Visham Nihanti Bhoktaram. Visha kills a person who drinks, but Dashtaram Chakshashapi Ayam. This world destroys a person who did not indulge in them even by looking with the eyes. That is enough, it creates all the havoc inside. The havoc of becoming vasana, creating desire, or giving rise to the reality given to the duality. इतना सारा भाई के क्या बताते जाए. Therefore, here what? Use this tarka that Brahman alone is reality, and that everything is a not only projection, but it is unreal also. Absolutely give not even a little value. Okay, that's why he says, Vyabhisarati kvacha, kvacha mrusha. So sometimes totally different, sometimes appear to be superior, sometimes it totally different. And from the father, the son coming totally different. From the real Raju, totally never existing, that snake is appearing. How come you see in this Jagat kitna delusionary examples for delusion are there? Now, here in the third line, if you see, Vyavahrutaye vikalpaha, ishitaha. This vikalpa of the existence of the world, for the sake of Vyavahara, it is accepted. That is also Andha Paramparaya. Andha Paramparaya means the even Vyavahara, why should we give value? Why not we give value only to the Adhyatmika sadhana of discovering Paramatma exclusively? देखो व्यवहृतये vikalpaha ishitaha. And the paramparya means even the so-called sadhakas, as we also talk every day, okay, व्यवहार के लिए जगत सत्य है. अरे व्यवहार के लिए जगत है करके हम जब जाते हैं वह जगत में, वो जगत व्यवहार करके थोड़ी छोड़ता है हमको करा के. Is it not attracting us? Is it not like in somebody's house you go, अरे आओ 10 मिनट बैठो दे से, बट वी डोंट सिट 10 मिनट, 1 घंटा हो जाता है. तो थोड़ा सा खा के जाओ दे से, नॉट थोड़ा सा खा के जाओ, भरपूर खाएंगे हम. एक दिन रह जाओ दे से, बट एक दिन एक हफ्ता रह कर आ जाते. डिडंट इट हैपन टू अस इन आवर अर्लियर डेज? अभी कोई बुलाता भी नहीं हमको. जाते हैं तो भी दे जस्ट मूव अवे दे से, अच्छा आप बैठिएगा हम थोड़ा जाके आ रहे 1 महीने के लिए घूम के. अच्छा कब आओगे? जब आप चले जाओगे तब. बट अर्लियर वी यूज्ड टू हैव दैट. इन द सेम वे, इवन दो वी से इट फॉर व्यवहार, व्यवहार को व्यवहार तक कर कर सीमित. हु इज द वन हु इज लिविंग द वर्ल्ड? हु हैज गॉट दैट कैपेसिटी, गट्स टू withdraw from? This is exactly what we are studying in our morning yoga darshanam. तस्य हेतु अविद्या कहते हुए, what is the actual therefore moksha? I, the Purusha, become aware of the Prakriti. That is my bhoga. More than that, not even a one thought of vasana of any sort I am creating. At the same time, I, the Purusha, have got the apavarga, that is, the discovery of my essential nature to be the pure Satchit Ananda. This way one is allowed to see the world for any vyavahara required. But how many of us are stopping by after vyavahara in the world? No, go for vyavahara for 5 minutes, but the remaining 55 minutes is samsara created, if not outside, inside the mind. Then all those things are creating vasanas, impressions, realities given to the world, then the full force inside for continuous working of the mind by projecting variety of the vrittis as a pagal. In those vrittis only all the time we are there. You understand? We are all silently in our own mind, every one of us, except the jnani who has transcended the mind. We are all mental cases only. We don't believe it, but it's a fact. Why? Because in the mind always there are thoughts of no use, no purpose. काहे को आ रहे इतने सारे? From the world, why? We indulge in it. How? Thinking that I am going only for Vyavahara, but it won't stop there. You are not only one person in this world. There are others, they talk, you have to listen to them, they pass on their opinion, you have to listen to them, you have to oblige them for some relation, you have to accept what they say, you have to agree what they say. Every of these nonsense creates vasanas inside, you see. Here, Vyavahrutaye Vikalpa Hishita, even that also is danger. Andha Paramparaya. By this Andha Parampara, the blindfoldness, Andha Paramaya, the ignorant people, one passing on to the other. That is why Sarva Dharman Parityajya means even the Vyavahara Dharma also. Dharma means Vyavahari hota hai na? Sarva Dharman Parityajya. What Vyavahara we have? Nothing. Only one goal, one means. Goal is to reach the Lord, means is that Adhyatmic sadhanas. No Vyavahara. Even at a higher level, Yoga Kshema also, even sustenance also, that food etc. Either Bhagavan gives, we consume in a minute back to sadhana, or even Bhagavan takes us beyond Pranamaya Kosha, where even hunger, thirst are not felt. I'm telling very extreme higher things, higher side. है वो possibility है, accept it, है ना. नो भगवान को खुद ये श्रुति माता कहती है, भ्रमयति भारती ते उरु वृत्ति भी उक्त जडानो. Ukta jada means those who are caught up in karma kanda. Your own bharati brahmayati uru vrutti. O Lord, your own Vani of we only the Vedas, which are a human being, so Brahman kar raha hai. What is that? In one place you talk pure Ekameva Advayam Brahma Tattvasi Mahavakya. You only again in Vedas, other side, talk about the different lokas, the loka prapti, further do these karma kanda, these upasanas, these yajna. You are only deluding them, O Lord. Brahmayati bharati te uru vrutti vihi uktu jada. So once we catch this point, we have no choice now to enter into that jada, that Brahma. Even if Vedas talk about with different loka prapti through different yajna karma, and it is 100% sambhava, yet it's not permanent. That should not be our goal. Our goal is only Paramatma. For that, all vyavahara also we give up, forget about our pursuit for Artha Kama. अर्थ काम छोड़ दी, धर्म में छोड़ दी, केवल मोक्ष के लिए लगे रहना. It's all stamina. Like now, 23 hours we are in the worldliness. 1 hour सब छोड़कर आए कि नहीं क्लास के. No, make it 2 hours, make it 3 hours. If not in one life, maybe in 10 lives. After 10 lives, half of the day if we are exclusively in spirituality, we have achieved a great things. Then 13 hours, 14 hours. Let a time come in one of our future lives where 18 hours we are in sadhana, 6 hours only in the unwanted or vyavahara and other things. Go further. All 23 hours you are in divinity. Only 1 hour you are in the minimum required worldliness. I'm just telling hypothetical. Whether you make it possible or not, we are just saying it. 24 hours now in Paramatma. Possible. Even Vyavahara also is not there, transcended. Such are the ones who discovered the truth. And reveling in the truth only, they guide others towards the truth. They are the Mahatmas Jnanis. This is what is Chattisva Shloka. Now the 37th is very familiar to us. In every of the Upanishad, this topic comes. Luckily, so many times we have studied it. Amma. What it is? Na yadidamagra asana bhavishadato nidhanat anumitamantara tvayi vibhati mrushaikarase ata upamiyate dravina jati vikalpapathaihi mat vitatha manovilasam rutamiti avayanti abudhaha. Very cute sloka. Direct meaning, no any confusion, straight meaning. He says, na yat idam agre asa. Same, Aitareya Upanishad first mantra, Atma va idam agre asit. Idam ekam eva agre. Idam ekam eva agre asit. Na anyat kinchana mishat. So this whole world before creation was not there, only Paramatma was there. Na idam yad idam agre asa. न भविष्यत अतः निधनात्. वन इट्स निधन हो जाता है तब भी ये जगत नहीं रहेगा. आदावंते च यन्नास्ति. दैट इज द मीनिंग. देयरफॉर अनुमितम अंतरा त्वयि विभाति. अंतरा इन बिटवीन त्वयि एक रसे मृषा विभाति. यू वन होमोजेनियस परमात्मा in between for no reason other than to delude us, this whole world of name and form appearing in between. Before it was gold, after it was gold, in between the ornamentness is projected on the gold. Before it was mud, after it's mud, it will be in between the pot is projected. Before the water, after it's water, in between waves, bubbles are projected. Before it's Brahman, after it's Brahman, in between Mrsha, this Rupa Namatmaka Jagat is projected. It's only projected. For this projected Rupa Nama, the Adhisthana is you only, O Paramatma. So na yadidam agreyasa na bhavishyat nidanat atah anumitam. Mitam is measured. Antara in between tvai vibhati mrisha. On you it is just projected. Who are you? O ekarase. In your one homogeneous self, this is projected. Ataha in between case wale upamiyate. Yeah, upamiyate, people take it as real. What is that? Dravina jati vikalpa pathaihi. The Dravina, the matter, jati, the birth, so all the names and forms, etc., which are of multiplicity, vikalpa pathaihi, all of them are upamiyate accepted. Vithata manovilasam rutam. This is a very important thought. All the manovilasa, which is vitatha, tatha means as it is, vitatha is unreal. The unreal projection of the mind of all names and forms on Paramatma, rutamite avayanti, taken as real by whom? Abudhaha, the otherwise people. Therefore, remember, the mind is Maya at play. It is the mind which is projecting the whole world on Paramatma, whether it is in dream, whether it is in waking. That's why when the mind is enfolded in Nidravastha, where is the whole world projected? But there the Ajnana Vritti predominates. That's why even the self also is not known. Nidra Vritti. How important is this thought? Vitatha mano vilasam rutam iti avayanti amudhaha. The whole world is mano vilasa. World is in the mind only, in the vrittis only, in the thoughts only. And all the vritti thoughts of the mind are projecting the Rupa Nama, Jati, Dravya, Guna, Kriya, and the pure Paramatma, which now we call it as the whole world, grows in front of us, subtly in our mind, inside us. This sentence is to be carried today. What is it? Vitatha mano vilasam rutamiti avayanti amudhaha. Only those who have not awakened to the self, अबुदाह means जिनको आत्मबोध नहीं हुआ, बोध नहीं हुआ है, जो बुद्ध नहीं बने, बुद्धू है फिर भी. Those who have not awakened to the truth and reality, they only, with the misusing of the instrument given called as the mind, they are just projecting the vithata मनोविलास of the द्रविड़ जाति इत्यादि, and उसको रुतम इति अवयंती, they take it as real what they project. They are all very high Vedanta. We are casually studying academically to complete the Skandha chapters. But who can really be at this level of deep contemplation to rise above manovrittis and see the truth as it is? है कि नहीं? कितना महान है ये विषय. हमारे ऋषि मुनिगण यहाँ तक पहुँचकर सब अंतकरण को मनोवृत्तियों को पार करके दे हैव टेस्टेड द ट्रूथ एज इट इज. दैट्स व्हाट दे आर टेलिंग. बेटा आ जाओ, इधर ही सब कुछ है. तुम जो मनोभ्रम में भ्रमित हो रहे हो, वर्ल्ड को प्रोजेक्ट करके और रियल मानकर, देयर इज नथिंग बट दुख. ट्रांसेंड इट, राइज अबव इट, come and be one with us at this level. So यदि न यदिदम अग्रे आसा न भविष्यतु अतः निधनात्. In between anumitam only, antara tvai vibhati mrusha ekarase. On you it is just projected, you are the substratum. And who? The human beings only, with their manovilasa, they project dravina jati vikalpa and they take it as rutam satyam. They are all abudhaha. They are all not wise, but otherwise people they are all. Okay. Now in the 38th sloka, the Jiva ka Paramatma ka difference bata rahe. First two lines the Jiva Gati, the next two lines Paramatma Gati. Okay, what is Jiva? Sayad Ajaya Tvajam Anushayita Gunanscha Jushan Bhajati Sarupatam Tadanu Mrutyum Apetam Abhaga Mrutyum Apeta Bhagaha. This is Jiva Sthiti. Who is Jiva? Sahayat Ajaya means by the power of your Maya. Again, Ajam Anushayita, he is lost sleeping only in the Maya. In that, what he does? Gunanscha Jushan. He is caught up in the web of these three gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas only. And then those three guna projected the inner thoughts and outer world only. With that, sarupatam bhajati. He just gets identified. Morning class. Drashta, Drishya, Sanyoga. Samsara is spoken here. Tadanu mrutyum. Finally, what he gets is only continuous mrityu only. Apeta bhagaha. In him, the bhaga, the Aishwarya of Ananda is never there. Here, bhaga means Ananda. बिना कोई आनंद का दुखी होते होते हुए एक दिन वो मृत्यु के पाता है. वो जीव जो माया के त्रिगुणकृत जगत को जगत से तादात्म्य होकर उसी में रमता फंसता रहता है. A jiva with three gunas is in Jagra Swapna Sushupti continuously, only to end one day in the death, again to be born, again to die. Apeta Bhagaha, in him the true bliss of the infinite self is never there. Jiva. What about God? Tvam uta, you indeed jahasi tam. You just give up all that maya, you are transcending all that maya and trigunas ahihi eva tvacham. Like the snake leaves its the outer skin after that particular period or purpose, like that, O Lord, you always are reason of the Maya. Tum uta jahasi tam ahi iva tvacham. Like the snakes gives up the tvacha, you are always reason of the Maya. Atta bhagaha. The jiva is apeta bhagaha, you are atta bhagaha. Jiva has no bhaga of the so atma ananda, you are always reveling in your own so atma ananda. Mahasi mahiyase, you are reveling in a maha great glory of your own essential pristine self. Oh, ashtagunite, in all this ashta mahimas, ashta siddhis, ashta prakriti, keeping everything under your control. Aparameya bhaga, aparimeya bhaga. Not only atta bhagaha, but you are aparimeya bhagaha. Bhaga means the wealth, power, joys of the self, etc. So the jivas are caught up in maya and avidya and trigunatmika jagat, and end result is death only for them. Throughout the life, the only misery. In between, as we studied morning in our Mahati Arnave Vatati, Vishaya Sukha Rupi Vishranti in between. Little breaks in between in the form of Vishaya Sukha. Other than that, in this world, we are only dukhi, only to end one day in death. तो परमात्मा माया के अतीत होने के कारण आनंद भग में रहते हैं. हम माया में फंसने के कारण आनंद के लिए भागते दुखी ही रहते हैं. एक दिन शरीर छोड़कर मरते हैं. This is what is this beautiful 38वां श्लोक. Yeah, now we have only three more, 39, 40, 41, then thereafter some श्लोकास. So कल और परसों 2 दिन लगेगा उसको, हम 2 दिन पढ़ेंगे. सर्वं कृष्णार्पणम. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. ओम श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्य जगन मोहन कृष्ण बाल गोपाल कृष्ण भव्य मंगलम वेणुगान लोल कृष्ण वेदांत वेद्य कृष्ण नवनीत चोर कृष्ण नित्य मंगलम. भक्त जनाधार कृष्ण परम दयावार्ति कृष्ण मुक्ति संदायक कृष्ण मूर्ति मंगल गीतामृतदात कृष्ण परम योग पार्थ रूप कृष्ण सर्वमंगलम राम सद्गुरु सर्वमंगल. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विद्यम नारायणाय देवासुर तन्नो विष्णु मंगलम श्री गुरुक्षेत्र. ओम योगेंद्राय नमस्तस्मै शुक्राय व्यासाय विष्णुपाय व्यास नमो ब्रह्म. ओम श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय. श्री वेदव्यास सुखदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय. सनंदनादि समस्त ब्रह्म मानस पुत्र ऋषिगण की जय. गुरवे सबसंतर की जय. सतगुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक गण की जय. Thank you. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.